Good morning everyone, and welcome back to another video. I came outside today to film because my thermometer said it was 65 degrees out. So I came outside like 30 minutes later. It is now 70 degrees. And 70 degrees feels a lot different in early September than it does in early October. I'm trying to summon the autumn vibes, but it's not super working because
I'm kind of sweating a lot right now.
But I thought it would be fun to film outside, and hopefully the audio quality is not too awful bad. We're just gonna go with it. Okay, so August reading wrap up. The first book that I read in August was Wistress by Nadine. I really wanted to like it more than I did. First of all, I cannot pronounce the main character's name to save my life. I think it's Mirth? I don't know. Second of all, I was really into like the first half of the story up until the point where she gets cursed. I don't know, the world building, I feel like the world building wasn't exactly there, so I really didn't get to immerse myself into the world like I wanted to. When I'm reading a book, especially like a fantasy type book, I want to feel immersed into the world, and I didn't feel that with this one. Originally when I finished it, I rated it 4 stars, but I think I'm gonna knock it down to 3.5. I think I will give the author another try. A Time to Die by her also sounds really interesting. So if anyone's read that, let me know if it's worth it. A basic synopsis of Wistress would be this girl is born with the ability to grant wishes through her tears. Then one day she makes really dumb teenage decisions and she pays for it by getting cursed. Basically all the drama happens from there. There's also a guy in here named Bastian. That's what I called him. I've heard some people say Bastion, but I think Bastian sounds better. Anyway, he has the ability to stop time, and there's like some found family stuff that happens in it that's really fun that I really liked. I really like the cousin character. I can't remember her name. Noelle or something like that. Here, let me just find it real quick. And Runt has my heart. I love Runt. He's so sweet. And somebody tell me where I got Noelle. The cousin's name that I was talking about, her name is Anuka.
Noelle, Anouk, same thing, basically.
Anyway, so I really liked her character. I really liked Runt, the found family. So cute. Love that. So middle of the road, slightly above middle of the road is where I would put this book on the rating scale. And so yeah, Wistress. That's the first book that I read in August. So the second book that I read in August was a Kindle Unlimited book and a really fantastic find. And I think that Mary E. Pearson is going to be one of my new all-time favorite authors. So far, I've loved everything that she has written. I follow her on Instagram now, so that's a big deal. The second book that I read is The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. So unlike Wistress, this is like a fantasy book done well in my opinion, because I immediately felt immersed into the world. I immediately felt like I was part of it, and I was just, walking around in my little peasant dress, like watching all of this happen. I really loved it. It was fantastic. A basic synopsis of The Kiss of Deception is, with the help of her lady-in-waiting, Princess Leia runs away on the day of her wedding, and she ends up running away to this little coastal fishing village type of situation, and she tries to blend in and start a new life over as like a commoner. So she's living her best life right now. Little does she know, the neighboring kingdom sent an assassin after her. Little does she know again that the prince that she stood up at the wedding is also coming after her. And little does she know that the man she is falling in love with is, in fact, the assassin. And I hope that's not too much information for you. I really don't think it is, though, because I will tell you, it's not called The Kiss of Deception for no reason. I am still in shock. People are not who you think they are. That's all I'm gonna say. 5-star book, fantastic. Moving on. The next and final book that I read in August was this chunky thing right here called The Writer's Journey by Christopher Vogler. Sorry, he's not vulgar. Vogler. Anyway, I have been working on this book since May. Okay? If you are interested at all in writing and like the structure of writing and storytelling, this is the book for you. I found this book through a blog post that Francine Rivers actually did, where she was talking about books that authors should read. As you can see, like, I tabbed it up. Like, this book is tabbed up. And I will say that, like, the first half up until, like, this point is, like, the most beneficial information. I feel like you don't necessarily need this last half. So he has, in, like, this front part here, a section where he's talking about character and character development. He has this whole list of questions that writers should know about their, you know, main characters and stuff like that. And so I actually did that just as, like, a practice with something that I'm writing that I don't know if anyone is ever going to find out about, but I still really enjoy it. I applied this concept to those characters, and I really feel like it helped me really understand on a deeper level my core 4 characters. I would recommend this book. There is a section in the back where he goes a little bit hippie, and he's like, there's a whole chapter dedicated to chakras. I just skipped over that one because I'm not interested in that. But other than that, most of this material is like literally like the coolest stuff, and he makes little charts, which I'm a visual learner, so I love being able to visually like imagine the story concept or whatever. It's really cool. You can obviously tell that this man knows what he is talking about when it comes to writing. I rated it 4 stars. I would recommend it, just, you know, if there's a chapter that you're kind of uncomfortable with, like I was with the chakras one, you can always just skip over that one, because I'm sure it's not that important, you know what I mean? Like the first half where he's talking about just the structure of story, fantastic, I'm telling you. So yeah, that was all the books. Hopefully you can see me. The sun is like hitting the little thing right there. I really hope the sun is not like blinding you. So yeah, that was just a little short and sweet video for this morning. I only read 3 books in August, but in my defense, I also did like a wedding cake and I was working a lot. I am a naturally slower reader than most, I feel like, but I really love to just slow down and absorb and enjoy everything that I'm reading. And sometimes that looks like just reading 3 books a month, and that's okay with me. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope you kind of had fun watching it, even though it was a little bit short and sweet. Yeah, that's all from me today. I hope y'all have an amazing rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever other time of day it is for you. And I'll see you next time.